Hey y'all.
Hey.
They wouldn't let us go live streaming because we're losers. We hyped it up so much for a hot 10 minutes, and now it's like no, we'll just upload this tomorrow. Pretend it's live. I won't edit. So
let's start tapping. Eating.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat food. Well, we should show them what we made.
Okay. Trying the food.
Okay.
Rice.
I made this stir fry 2 days ago, so it doesn't look good, but I swear it's really good. Now your turn.
Trying the food.
Yeah.
Chicken. Yeah.
I made this yesterday. Where I made this all by myself, fried rice, and he likes it. It's Chinese person approved. I need better lighting. Let's see if I could fix it now. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I had to stop the video for a second, but now it's brighter.
Chicken.
Here's.
Yeah.
Here's my stir fry that looks bad, but I swear it's good. Let's show it again. Fried rice.
Chinese food. Okay.
If you explain more, people will get more excited about it.
Wow!
I know these are not in good containers, but I made a lencon thing. I know this doesn't look good either, but I made this also 2 days ago, so give me a break. But we just haven't gone around eating it. And then I made some soup. Today, right now, fresh. With the tortellini in it. Look at that. Hot stuff.
Too much.
We made way too much food.
I need too much soup.
Oh yeah, that's gonna last me a whole week.
Whole week?
Or maybe 3 days, because I think it's so good and I just eat it all.
Crazy.
Where's my other chopstick?
Fancy chopstick.
Yeah. Itadakimasu.
Mas.
Okay. I feel like mukbang videos. Do you know what mukbang is?
Okay, Hajimata. Yeah? Yeah? What?
What do you mean, Hajimata?
Talking scene.
Fine, okay, we could be silent and eat.
Okay.
Or we could talk and eat. What do you think?
Okay, let's talk.
So, I feel like we should explain to
Mm-hmm.
our 114 subscribers why we have not been on YouTube for a hot 2 weeks.
Okay.
We're busy.
Busy. Of course, everyone busy. And thank you for your looking for us video. Even you very busy, Whatever.
I have no idea what you just said, but it's really good.
ビデオを見てくれてありがとう。忙しい中で。
Thanks for watching your videos, even if you're really busy too.
Yeah.
What have we done in the past 3 weeks?
No. Go to camp.
We hiked Fuji.
Went to camp.
We went camping.
Went to camping.
Yeah.
And hiking.
And hiking.
Fuji. Mountain.
We hiked Fuji. Next weekend we had a Marvel movie marathon. Anyone watching any of the Marvel movies? Let us know in the comments. Then the weekend after that we also went camping.
And this week we looking for our new apartment.
We are moving again.
So tired for finding a house in Japan.
Yeah, we were thinking about buying a house and then we're like,
Not this time.
not this time. Yeah, so this is really good. This is still really good. It's a little spicy though. We put these, we found these at Johnny's supermarket. And they don't really have it.
Oh, see.
It's like a
Delicious.
red pepper, chili pepper. And they never have that here. So we're like, okay, let's buy a bunch. Now everything's spicy.
Oh, kind.
The stir fry is really good. I'm trying to be healthier, eating more vegetables. I'm just gonna put that right on here. Awesome.
Finish.
Eat all that.
頑張ったね。
Yeah.
Made it.
Maybe we should talk about the food too, like what we actually put in it. Like,
Next time.
I can explain real quick. I did frozen vegetables.
Oh. Okay, quick. So quick.
And those like snap peas, which are so expensive here. And some soy sauce.
So, you also eat this today?
Huh?
You also finish this today?
We don't have to finish it, man.
Okay.
But we are gonna eat it.
This one is very good, chow. Super good.
And I made it all by myself.
Yeah, use my...
Okay, shut up.
Okay.
Use his leftover food from a few days ago and put that in, but still, I made it by myself.
And my food always itame, you know, like that.
Stir fry.
And everything, meat with vegetable, mix, finish. Use salt, shoyu,
Soy sauce.
soy sauce, and ajinomoto one,
MSG.
and abura,
Oil.
and finish. Oil is the first way we put it in the pan, nabe,
Ham.
pan. So mix, itamete, finish,
Yeah.
done, and delicious.
These is the same vegetables too. Carrots, daikon, sometimes a green thing,
Nakaneki.
leeks.
これ何で言うの
Carrot.
ケールは 50% 使う
I know. Like everything he makes is orange. Orange or some weird meat color.
Because in Japan you cannot find so much vegetable, you know, in the supermarket.
That's so true. I feel like we always eat the same vegetables. And lately I've been wondering why. Like, why are we only eating the same crap? And then I realized like they only have the same crap. All season they have like only the same vegetables. And then maybe like during fall they have more mushrooms, and during summer they have corn on cob. Other than that, everything's the same.
And this one is oil.
Oh my god, in Japan there's like this stupidest thing where they'll have one carrot in its own plastic bag. And there'll be a box of carrots, each carrot in its own plastic bag. If you wonder why the earth is dying, it's because Japan keeps using too much plastic. Everything is individually wrapped.
How about I show this? We use it like kind of.
I know they recycle it. Like I do not want to. We have a really big bag. Maybe I'll show that later.
I mean, we like took so much plastic from the food.
Yeah. Like you have to separate the trash here. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And like every day is a different type of trash to throw out. You have to get special bags for the trash and this and that. And if you don't use the bag, they won't take it. Like they're really strict about it. Like I mean, people probably know this. Like for water bottles, you have to take the bottle cap off and like the label, like the plastic label, and put that in a separate bag. And then the bottle gets recycled a separate way. So we always have so much plastic. Just a bag of plastic, just plastic from food. This is good. So spicy though. I'm weak.
Okay. Let's talk about the new house.
Go for it.
Why we don't want to find a new house? Like why we think it's so hard? Because in Japan, as a foreigner, we cannot because the
Like you mean an apartment or buying a house?
apartment.
Apartment.
Yeah. They don't want us to like rent their house, you know, because our foreigner. even you living here 10 years, even you have PR.
And it's not even just like, just because he's Chinese or whatever. It's like all foreigners. The second they hear like, oh, you're a foreigner, no. Like it doesn't matter like that he has permanent residency, doesn't matter that he's been living here, doesn't matter that he's Japanese or works at a Japanese company. No foreigner? You're a foreigner? No. So.
Of course, sometimes okay, Chinese, okay. Can you speak Japanese like very well?
Yeah. One time, like, the spicy just went down my throat. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, okay. Whew. I'm weak. Your training is not working well enough. I'm still weak.
Don't eat it.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay. Okay, eat it.
Alright, so, oh yeah, about the apartment. Like, there was one apartment, and the owner was like, Chinese are okay, but no American.
Yeah.
So opposite. Okay, let's be real. Japan hates China more than it hates America, so that kind of surprised me.
Yeah, because like honest, they have a reason. Or like in no case, they rent for foreigner like before and have some like trouble with them.
Yeah.
And they do so. From that, they don't want to rent the house to foreigner anymore. And in that case, it's American trouble.
Yeah. But it's still like, anyone could be trouble. There are Japanese tenants that are huge trouble. But just to say like, oh, because I had one bad case with one foreigner one time, all foreigners are now bad. Why don't they say the same thing about Japanese? If Japanese people leave an apartment dirty or something happens, or gosh forbid, like there's a dead body in the fridge because you always read the news about Japanese people killing their family and then putting the body in the fridge. I don't know. Then don't be a landlord or landlady if you do not want to make money off your apartment. It's just like annoying. And actually, like yesterday, can I tell them the story? Yesterday we went to go look at some apartments, and Sudo knows that I will argue with the real estate agent even though it's not technically their fault. Like, it's the owner's fault. They say no. But in my experience, the real estate agent doesn't really fight for us. They're just like, okay, bye, and then that's it. Like, they'll say like, oh, they're good foreigners, or oh, they, you know, blah blah blah. They don't try. They're just like, okay. And so we're in the car driving to this first apartment, and then the real estate agent is saying like, oh, those two apartments that you wanted to look at, they're no good. You can't rent them because we're foreigners. And I just am like, oh, that's discrimination. That's so annoying. And he's like arguing with me. He's like, that's not discrimination. Foreigners just have a different way of living, and just they don't have like the know-how about living in Japan, and their culture is just different, and pretty much explaining away the discrimination, saying all foreigners are this way, all foreigners don't know about Japanese culture, all foreigners don't know about the way of life in Japan or whatever, even though we've been here for however long. And so I was like, that's still discrimination. He's like, oh, Japanese people get rejected too, like if they don't have a good job or they don't make a lot of money. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but they're not, like, we're getting rejected because we're foreign. It has nothing to do with money. So that's still discrimination. And he got like really mad, and he was like, well, you know what, on the other hand, it makes me worried that you're gonna be trouble because you're arguing about this now. And I was like, what? I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the owners of these apartments. Like, why are they being owners of apartments? Like, sell the apartment then. Like, if you don't want to be an owner of an apartment or rent out an apartment and sell it. Like, I don't know, man. He got so mad. And then I felt bad because we actually liked the apartment. So he was gonna call them and probably say like, oh, these asshole foreigners got putty. I should not rent to them. So then I kind of like kiss his butt at the end and be like, I'm sorry, I just really like Japan and want to live here. Like,
so hard.
So hard. And like Sudom the whole time just gets quiet because he's like, oh no, she started, there's no stopping her.
When that guy start like Okay, I like how to tell you guys like I already know that because the guy sent me email. Like I know why I applied for place and then he told me we can like look to it place. So the reason also I already know. So when he started talking in the car.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I know something will happen. You know.
I know, like.
But I cannot stop. Stop! No, okay, I cannot say that. You know.
Don't stop. My wife is crazy. Like, cause then that's also gonna look bad.
Because my wife is dead.
It's funny that happens. Like, there was this time, and this was like our most recent argument. Like, we haven't been arguing lately. Can I tell them this story too?
What?
About the milk.
Milk?
The milk and the bread.
Why? Okay,
it just relates to this, like how you're just like, he emails this real estate agent like the morning of, like, okay, I understand, hoping that the real estate agent would not bring up the fact that we couldn't see those 2 apartments while I'm there, because he knows I'm gonna say something. Like, he knows I'm gonna go crazy and just start yelling, you know. I just get mad. And so, like, recently there's this like grocery delivery service. And you can like order groceries a week before and they'll bring them to your apartment. And he ordered like 2 weeks before. I wasn't home, so I wasn't there, and he just tells me about it. I'm like, okay. And then I forgot that he ordered these groceries. So then I'm home alone, he's at work, and then I get, the doorbell rings, and I'm like, okay, what's this? And I open the door. The guy's like, oh, I got a delivery for you. I was like, what? I was like, no, you don't. I was like, we didn't order anything. And he's like, yeah, you ordered it last week. And I'm like, Sudom didn't say anything last week. He didn't order anything last week. I was like, no, I don't think so. And then he's like, oh, got some white bread, milk, eggs, ice cream, and meat. And then I was like, milk? We don't drink milk. We don't eat white bread. I was like, we didn't order this. I was like, let me just ask my husband. And I tried texting him. Obviously, he's at work. He didn't answer. And then so I asked him. I was like, okay, what's the name on the order? He like wouldn't tell me. He just keeps saying, I got white bread. I got milk. I got eggs. I was like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want it. Go away, please. Like I said so many times, I don't think we ordered that. I don't think we ordered that. Like, we did not order that. That's not something that we eat. That's not something we would order. Unless he ordered it without telling me. So then he's like, kind of flustered. He calls his boss and he starts to like, oh yeah, like, I'm here and they're saying that they didn't order. And then he started to say, oh, it's like saying Japanese. Like the way the sentence starts in Japanese, he was like, oh, Nihongo wa. And before I even let him finish saying about it could be a language issue, I was like, I know Japanese. And he's like, and he got really panicked. And then he's like, okay, I'll just take this back. I was like, you do take it back. I don't want it. And I made him leave. And then finally, when Sudom called me on his lunch break, we got into an argument. He's like, I did order this and I did tell you. I was like, no, you didn't. Either way, don't make him come back. I'm not taking it. If you want it, you go get it. Like, I was just being petty and stubborn. And so he calls these people back and he's like, okay. He's like, yeah, sorry about that. Like, please deliver it. Leave it outside the door. Don't even ring the doorbell, because he knew I was gonna get all mad and wouldn't let them leave the food. Like, my wife is crazy. Don't even ring the doorbell. Just leave it outside the apartment.
My life is so hard.
I'll admit that was very smart, because I'm so stubborn. I'm so stubborn. I will not admit that I was wrong. Even then, I was like, maybe you tell me, but you didn't remind me. Like, I still try to make it that you were wrong. Like, I will not admit I'm wrong. I don't know. I know that's a character flaw. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Okay.
I've been good. I've been nicer.
I didn't tell you about this morning thing.
What?
Another thing. No, this is fixed. Okay. Like about apartment. And I applied it last night.
You applied last night to an apartment without telling me?
Sure. Like, Toyase, ask.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's open, still open, like, it still can, it's also, like, okay for foreigner. I know that it's not okay. I just want to check it again, Agency maybe lied to me now,
Oh, yeah.
I changed the agency like a double check.
Yeah.
So this morning the guy called me and just told me, sorry. I don't know. At the first place he didn't say sorry. She asked me like, okay, you Chinese? Oh, how about your wife? Like, at the first place.
Oh my god.
sorry. I always like this, At the first place, he asked me how many people will be there. I was 2. Okay, is like your wife or something, like somebody, like my wife. So your wife is like a Chinese or not country or Japanese. Okay, America. And then he said sorry. The owner said if Japanese like
if I was Japanese wife?
Japanese wife or Japanese husband is okay. Because until like
Until now.
Only like once they put like a
Had foreigners live
half
there?
foreigner is like
Just 2 foreigners. A married foreign couple.
no.
A foreigner and a Japanese.
Yeah. On that case, so if one is Japanese, it's okay. So that's me. It's me. This owner never until now didn't like have a child like a compare like a.
They didn't have They didn't have a bad experience with just foreigners. They just don't like foreigners.
そういう感じになるね。
Yeah.
喧嘩になったことないか。
Yeah, like they've never had trouble with foreigners. They just don't want foreigners because they think there will be trouble because
even you can speak Japanese.
Discrimination, because discrimination is so bad.
So I'm lucky, like my wife didn't know this news.
Did you say that you're a permanent resident? Like I feel like permanent.
I told her. Him. Yeah. I told her. I last night I sent a message. It's like I'm living in Japan 10 years and I already have a PR and working in Tokyo and other like Seisha.
It's like the same thing as a Japanese person. Like, you know how hard it is to get PR here? If you don't have a special visa, if you have a regular working visa, it takes 10 years. And so many people get rejected on a 10-year visa. He got a special visa, which is harder to get. And he finally got PR. He's been living here. He's gone to grad school here. He's Japanese N1 level. He works at a Japanese company. He does everything is in Japanese. What? Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, they hear the word foreigner and they just have this like perception of what of like what foreigners are, and like all foreigners are the same, like it's so annoying. One guy you asked about if you could have foreigners, this was recently, and they said no because of Corona. Like, wait, was that related at all? Like
everything Corona.
Okay, I understand if it's like no travelers coming from abroad because of Corona, but it's like no foreigners because of Corona. We've been living here since the pandemic. Japanese people just my English is trash. But Japanese people can get Corona just